She's nicknamed the Legend for a reason in our office. Just her name alone has been able to bring the types of teams down to play in our tournaments, such as Michigan, Michigan State, Ohio State. Any kind of big-time team has come down because of her. And then I got told my office was right next to hers. And the day she walked in, I was like, oh my gosh, this is Joan Joyce. I was in awe, and I was also very intimidated.
In fact, it was the 1996 USA softball team who really hit home with the FAU softball players the value of Coach Joyce and what she was bringing to the program when they asked if they could have the Olympic team's autographs, and the Olympic team said sure, but only after we get your head coaches.
She always would tell people that, just Google my name, and so I did after camp. I Googled her name and was just amazed at all the accomplishments that she had, and at one point I had a ton of her stats memorized, but she, just from in softball, in bowling, in golf, in basketball, in volleyball, just what a phenomenal athlete, and an even better coach.
She hates losing. After a game, we were driving in the van, and it's like, she's not talking, like something's not right. And I go, Coach, what's wrong? She goes, what do you mean what's wrong? Like, I go, you're not talking. She's like, what's wrong? And I go, I know what's wrong with you. I go, you're just not used to losing. And she goes, you got that right.
Coach is a proven winner herself. She has taken everything that she's done, like you mentioned earlier, from on the golf course to the basketball courts to the softball field. She knows how to win. She brings those leadership skills to those kids and is able to translate that to them so that those 9 victories that we had in the ASUN, it was easy for our players to do.
I think she taught the game more than coached during the game, and I think that's why they had their success.
What made Coach and the program so dominant all those years is just a simplistic philosophy of work hard, play hard, what translates into winning. You don't need all of the other fluff and gimmicks and all of that.
Anytime I was struggling in any area, I would just kind of go to her. She was like family to me. I immediately felt that way at FAU.
She was the one that took care of me from the first day I stepped on campus, and still to this day. So she's always been like that mother figure to me, more so than that coach.
I think it's the way she treats people and how everybody is somebody special in her eyes, and her program exemplifies that. From the people who work in the concession stand to the grounds folks to the softball coaches themselves and all the assistants who have been through here, and her players. They all treat it as a family, and they treat you as a welcoming into their home.
One of the things that makes her a great coach is, and why she deserves this, is the ability to recognize hidden talent. I was not a highly recruited kid coming out of high school, and I would say that I never would have expected to be the player that I became at FAU, but she noticed something in me, that hidden talent, that thing that you just can't teach, and I, to this day, still really appreciate that she gave me the shot, because I didn't have the best attitude coming out of high school, and I'm sure that got me overlooked a lot, but she was able to see through that, and she gave me a chance, and I really appreciate it.
I don't think in my 4 years of playing under Coach Joyce did I ever hear one unkind or harsh word from her, and at the same time always had the utmost respect for her.
Just the way she has, grown her alumni base and made them all proud to be an Owl, that's probably the one thing that stands out most to me.